Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Tools to Hack. So in the last video we discussed about what are torrent files, how to download and extract torrent files, and also the working mechanisms of torrent files. So my last video obviously got age restricted because torrent is a tool usually used in piracy purposes. So I obviously forgot to mention some disclaimers and other information which I should have. So as you can see, now I have added a disclaimer stating I do not support the use of torrent for piracy. Kali Linux is totally an open source software, hence downloading it through torrent won't land you in any problems. This is obvious because in the Kali Linux download section you can see that for every option mentioned here there is a torrent file with a clearly visible torrent column right here. So downloading torrents of paid games, softwares and videos and movies can only land you in legal problems, but as Kali Linux is totally free, you will not get into any problems by downloading it through a torrent. So let's get this video started. So as you may have seen in the title and the thumbnail, today we are going to talk about partitions and file systems. This is an important topic because we are going to dual boot an entirely different operating system into the same hard disk of our computer. So this process needs some prerequisites to be performed, which we'll be talking about shortly. But first, as we are going to be meddling with the core of our computing system, I recommend you to back up all of your data and files stored in your hard disk to an external hard disk or CD or USB or in the cloud, as it may cause loss of data due to any wrong step. Now basically we are going to allocate a portion of our hard disk to Kali Linux, same as you may have allocated the whole hard disk to Windows. To do this, we must first know what file systems are, its types and appropriate file systems for appropriate operating systems. So a file system controls how data is stored and retrieved. Without a file system, data placed in a storage medium would be one large body of data with no way to tell where one piece of data stops and the next begins. So basically the file system acts as a middleman between you and your hard disk. There are many types of file systems, namely FAT12, FAT16, FAT32, exFAT, NTFS, ext3, ext4, etc. But for our purpose, we will only be mainly focusing on NTFS, which is new technology file system, and ext4, which is fourth extended file system. Both have differences in their max file storage, compression, etc. But the main difference is that Windows operates in NTFS file and Linux operates in ext4 file system. If you are a Mac user, default file system of your hard disk partitions would be APFS, which is Apple file system. Now we got to do the partitioning. You can right click on my PC and click on manage and locate to disk management under the heading of storage. Here you can see all the partitions in your hard disk, and here are my 4 volumes C, D, E and F. Another warning is that you should not format, delete or do anything with the 100 MB and 505 MB partitions because those contain the Windows boot manager. If you alter it in any way, you cannot load your Windows and your PC would be left in an unusable state and would need rescuing, which in itself is a wrong process. So as you may have learned from my first video, Kali Linux requires minimum of 3.6 GB and 20 GB storage for smooth run. Hence you may remove a minimum of 3.6 GB or 20 GB from any of these volumes according to your desire. So right click on any of these volumes and you can see many options right here. Here shrink volume means reducing your volume storage space to form an unallocated position, and the vice versa for extend volume. And the format option is used to change its file system type, and the properties option can be used to change its settings, tools, hardware, etc. Now choose your desired volume that you need to shrink, volume F for now. Right click on it and click on shrink volume and type in the amount of storage space to shrink out of it in megabytes. So for my Kali Linux, I am going to allocate 100 GB of storage space to it and click on shrink. And that's it guys, you can see an unallocated space here, and now this is the storage space into which we'll be dual booting Kali Linux into. Now we need to follow the previous steps again to shrink out a 1 or 2 GB space, the reason of which will be discussed in the next video. Now one of the disadvantages of using Windows disk management to partition is that you may only extend a volume to its successive unallocated space. To solve this, we may use a third-party partition assistant. I recommend AOMEI because of its user-friendly interface. You may perform the same operations on partitions that we discussed earlier and much more. So you can just go to the top and click on the download freeware here, download the executable file and install it and open it. And this is the user friendly interface of the AOMEI partition assistant. So here you can also extend volumes with unallocated spaces located in any position. For example, if I need to extend volume D with the 100 GB unallocated space that I just created, you can just click on volume D and click on merge partitions, and here as you can see you can tick the two volumes and unallocated space that you need to merge, and it is just easily done if you click on OK here. But if we turn to the Windows boot manager, if you click on volume D, and here you can see that extend volume option is not available if you click on it. So that is the advantage of using this third party AOMEI partition assistant. So now you can also customize your hard disk according to your need, as I did here. So the default was 230 GB allocated to 4 volumes C, D, E and F, but according to my need I just partitioned each disk to carry varying space according to my need. And we'll be starting the process of dual booting Kali Linux with explanation in the upcoming videos. So like and share this video if you found it helpful in any way, and subscribe to my channel to follow me along this journey, and hit the notification bell to get notifications instantly when I post a video. I will meet you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.